In today's video, I am getting waxed. Well, I'm not sharing that part, but I'm gonna share my experience, and I'm so scared. Most of all because, well, full Brazilian, wouldn't you be scared too? And I'm doing my armpits a little bit a lot. Also because I've had some not pleasant experience trying to get my nails done twice, and it's caused me to like think about some things, like internal and external things as well. Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, and it is gonna be 2 story times and a vlog, so we're gonna get started. Got to go do something with my hair because it's crazy. It's a crazy town, and always there's a jump around menu down below. I need to let the babies outside, so let's just get into the vlog. Going outside? No, ma'am. Okay. Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel, Wake Up Bright. And welcome to humidity. The camera is fogging up, like legit fogging up. Can you even see me? Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna clear the screen. In today's video, I'm just taking you along with me on my day. Today is not a typical day. I'm going to like spoil myself. By spoil, I mean I'm going to torture myself. I'm gonna get waxed, but then I'm gonna spoil myself. I'm gonna get my nails done. So, I'm gonna bring you along with, and yeah, let's do it. This is our moving stuff that's still here. We're still adding, we're still going through stuff. But they come and pick it up. This is stressing me out. Yeah, I gotta go. I'm wearing this little dress that I got from Target. But I didn't want to wear gym clothes. Even though I'm wearing gym shorts underneath. I just wanted to like look summery, you know? Anyway, these boxes have got to go. They make our life look so messy and feel so cluttered. But just a little bit longer. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and call them and make an appointment for later this week. But let's go. Let's go get tortured. I'm here, I'm late. I took a wrong turn and it added like forever minutes, and then there's no parking. So I'm like a block away. I'm worried about when I leave being able to get to my car. I hope it's not that bad. Anyway, we'll see. We shall see. And the deed is done. I have to say, if you have ever thought about getting waxed and you're scared because of how bad it's gonna hurt, it's gonna hurt, but I thought the most intense that it got, I thought it was going to be at that level or worse the entire time, and really it only got like crazy painful a couple times. Most of it, like my armpits, it didn't hurt at all to get my armpits waxed. It really blew my mind that it didn't. So it's not like the most aesthetic inside place, but the girl that helped me was so sweet. She made me feel so comfortable. It's such an awkward situation, and I feel like it's awkward for everyone, but being overweight, like I'm also insecure about like my size and all that stuff, and she just made it was not a thing, none of it. And I don't think it mattered like what I look like. She gave helpful advice, she told me what to do. Yeah, it was, I don't know the results yet. Like I don't know how I'm gonna feel in an hour after the shock wears off. But as of right now, the actual experience was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I realize most people probably have gotten waxed before, but this was my first. I mean, I've got my eyebrows waxed before. I've got my face waxed, but that's it. So anyway, well, I am just sitting outside of the house. I'm about to leave and go get my nails done. I feel like today's a vlog and I can't really vlog much of what I'm doing, so that's okay. I'm not really comfortable, to be honest, vlogging in public, so if I can't do it low-key, it's hard for me to do it. Look at that air. It feels good. But yeah, I'm excited about getting my nails done. If I can discreetly film, I I will. Well, unfortunately, they didn't have time to do both, so I'm gonna get a pedicure today and then I'm gonna make an appointment for my nails. So that will be fun, and yeah, it'll be good. I'm gonna run and grab my husband some of those meal prep meals real quick and probably run them home. I think I have time to do that before 4:30. My hair. So these are what I got for the husband. Just these beef bowls, and then I did grab me a couple too. So they didn't have, I know it looked like I had a big bag, but I really didn't. I got those meals and I got this. They didn't have a lot. This is so good, and it's only 373 calories. It's really good. I always end up pairing like a vegetable with it, like, cause I'll add a ton of broccoli and it'll add like 70 calories or something. I need to run the dogs outside again really quick. So I'll be right back for story time number 1. All of my stories in this video are going to tie together, and then I have a point about fear and even bad experiences. Story time video. Part 1, this is the first story. I decided I wanted to approach July fully pampered, really spoil myself, get my nails done, get a pedicure. I was just gonna really spoil myself, and I was so excited about it. I went to a nail place that was recommended to me by this girl who always has the most amazing nails. So my husband and I, we got a new squat rack and we got a few things for the gym here. And the girl that always helps us there, her nails are always amazing. So she referred me to this place, so I called them and I was like, hey, do I need to make an appointment or anything? And they're like, no, you don't need to make an appointment, just come on. And so I went. And I was so excited. I walked in and it was so pretty. Everything was set up really nice. There were tons of technicians. And then like I was there for like milliseconds and one of the customers started yelling at one of the technicians. And so I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable. So I went ahead and signed in and I sat down on the other side so I couldn't see or be involved with what was going on. Like, it wasn't like aggressive, not hostile, like nobody was in any danger. Somebody wasn't happy and the other person was arguing, and so they were arguing with each other and it was just escalating a little bit. I probably should have left immediately, but I didn't. So I sat there because I'm like, oh, this place is really recommended. Like, I've never experienced that before. So anyway, the girl that was yelling, I'm assuming it was her, gets up and ends up walking out. And I'm still sitting there, and there's multiple when I first came in, there were multiple technicians that weren't helping anyone. There wasn't hardly anyone in the salon. And so I put my name on the list. I go sit down in the waiting area. Well, I had been there for like 10 minutes or something. No one's like said hi. I've never been to a nail place where they don't at least like acknowledge you in some regard. There is always someone who acknowledges you. The place I went in Waynesville, like it's right outside of the base, was always so busy. Like every time you went, you were going to be waiting for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It didn't matter. This one guy, everyone requested him. He's not the guy that I saw, but he was so talented with what he did. And he always greeted everyone and instructed them on where to go and gave it was awesome. So anyway, guess I was coming from that too. So I'm sitting there, 10 minutes, nobody's come to see me. It beeped when I rang in. I made eye contact with 2 of the technicians multiple times. They still haven't said anything. So I'm sitting there, and then this girl comes in off the street. She walks over to the appointment thing. She looks a little lost. There's no pin. There's no pin. I had to fish one out of my bag. She doesn't sign in. She goes and sits on the other side, and they immediately call her back. They immediately call her back. And so I feel strongly like if you are offended, like if I feel so offended the way that I did, it's probably me to a degree. Like I'm letting those feelings happen when I don't have to, because I can set boundaries and be like, no, that's unacceptable, and just keep going. But I didn't, and I got my feelings hurt. And so I just got up and I was like, I'm not. And so I went to leave, and then they're like, ma'am, and I just kept going. I'm like, nope, no thank you. No thank you. I feel bad about myself already, enough about myself already, like I'm not taking that. So I went to a second nail salon, and it wasn't exactly the same, but I walked in and the girl came up, and this time it was different. I was greeted immediately by a few people, and I was like, yes, this is gonna be so much better. Started talking to the technician that came to help me, and she's like, what do you want? And I'm like, this and this. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she talked to someone else that works there. I'm not sure what they said. And then she's like, okay, we can't help you. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, we're too busy. And I'm like looking around, and I'm like, too busy. Now, to be fair, it was early evening. Maybe they were planning on closing early because they weren't busy. Like, I don't know the circumstances, but because it was stacked with the first situation, I just left. I'm like, do I have bad BO? Do they hate me because I'm fat? Like, I was not in a good head place. So I just went in my car and I cried. I reached out to this girl that I followed her on YouTube for years, and she's a photographer. And she had posted on Instagram, she just got her nails done. And I was like, hey, where'd you get your nails done? And she gave me like 3 places, and I was so grateful. So I just picked one of them, and it just so happened to be right next to the yoga studio, which is probably like that subliminal messages. I've probably seen this place and thought about going, and I made the appointment, and they were so friendly. They were very busy. This salon, I'll show y'all. It's beautiful. They did not have time to do my nails and my feet. I think I already said that to you guys. So I'm doing my feet today and my nails tomorrow. So all of that being said, I'm gonna go get my pedicure, and I am gonna spoil myself and enjoy it. Before I go in on how magical this place is, I do want to mention the situations that happened at the 2 nail salons were more about my insecurities. Like, people are going to treat you bad. It was my reaction to it. But here, everyone is so friendly. It's like the happiest place. It's beautiful. It's by far the prettiest nail salon I've been in. Everyone is so kind. Everyone was kind yesterday, and then today I went back for my nails. So you'll all see. And then they gave me this book, and they had it open to this page, probably very strategically. And so I did get a fancy pedicure instead of the regular pedicure, but they do have regular pedicures too, which in the future, that's what I'm going to do. But I opted for a fancy one. I got the orange dreamsicle, and oh my gosh, magical. Like, I've never had anything like this, and my legs looked so healthy and so smooth. They were so soft after, and she was so cute. She's like, I'm gonna do your nails first, so that way if you want to do like video or anything of the process, like, your nails will be cute. She was just so sweet. And I also did like the package. Well, I didn't add anything to the package. Came with like the hot wax and stuff. Like, this was the most magical pedicure that I've ever had. And they also did like the hot stone massage and stuff, and like the orange exfoliates, and I am so happy that I got this. I feel so pampered, like unbelievably happy and pampered. So happy that I did this. Oh my goodness, that was an experience. An expensive experience, not that bad, but more than I anticipated. And I loved it. It was so fun. I feel very spoiled and very good. I am so unbelievably happy with how my pedicure turned out. It was a magical experience. Squarespace is sponsoring today's video. I'm so grateful for Squarespace. Now that we've started a podcast, it's even more important that I have a place to put everything. And so I have been putting my uploads, my podcast episode uploads on their own spot on my Squarespace website. Squarespace is just wonderful. It's so easy to use, so easy to navigate. It's a content management based web system where you have so many beautiful templates to choose from. Once you pick out your template, it's so easy to upload your photos and your logo and really customize your site to make it your own. I really, really love my website. I'm very proud of it, and I think it's come together so well. I also love that the stats are so accessible in the back, and everything you create is set up for social sharing. So it's really easy to connect your accounts and really push stuff through so that it's promoted. If you would like to try Squarespace, go to squarespace.com to start your free trial today. And when you get ready to launch, click the link in the description below or use code AprilLauren to save 10% off of your first website or domain purchase. Okay, it is the next day. It is time to go and get my nails done. I'm very excited, and I will see you there. Okay, I'm here, ready to get my nails done. Oh, and then I don't think I've said anything, but I broke my Apple Watch band, the leopard one that I always wear, and so I got this one. It's not the same, but this one was on Amazon and very inexpensive. The other one was like 50 bucks. It did last me over a year, so that was good, or right at a year. Anyway, well, less than a year. Anyway, let's go get my nails done. I am so happy. So I'm home. I just got back from getting my nails done. They are beautiful. Historically in my life, I let bad experiences prevent me from good experiences. And then applying that to getting a Brazilian wax, for my entire adult life, I have wanted to get waxed. I have very sensitive skin. I get very bad razor burn just on my armpits. If I shave my armpits, it becomes painful just to put my arms by my side. And then it gets worse with weight. So it's that way everywhere. And I have let the fear of judgment hold me back from doing things that would benefit my life. Talking about my nails and the Brazilian waxes may sound silly here, but it's part of my point. It is a simple thing to go get your nails done, and it becomes harder when people make you feel uncomfortable, even inadvertently. And it's so easy to let that insecurity and the potential opinions of others have a voice, but they should not have a voice in our choices. I should not project my insecurity and then bind myself to it. Deciding to do something that could, would, and did embarrass me gave me power over it. Don't let fear of judgment or fear of being seen deter you from doing the things that you want to do. Like, that's my advice to you. It's the advice that I need to hear on the regular. I need to hear that regularly to not get in my own way in the way that sometimes that I do. Because if I just push through and do those uncomfortable things, they become less scary and I become more powerful. And that is a blessing. That is amazing. So grateful. So as far as the waxing session, it went so well. She was so kind. I came in, she explained everything to me, the process, how it worked. And we started with my armpits. It was amazing because I was super scared, and then she did it and I barely felt it. I mean, it's not like you don't feel anything, you feel things, but it doesn't really hurt. And then when she did the other area, Whew, there were spots that hurt really bad, but I believe I've already said this in this video when I was recapping. I thought the parts that were the absolute worst, I thought that was gonna be the least. I thought that was gonna be how it felt everywhere, and then it was gonna get worse from there. So it was actually really, really good the way that it worked out. So it makes me really, I'm really happy that I'm going to be able to do this. Yeah, if you guys have questions, just comment down below. Let me know your questions. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can about this in the comments below. If I get a lot of questions, I'll just do another video. Or if you would just like me to skip it and go straight to a video, like a Q&A video, just comment that down below too. So all of this to say, you are powerful. Your mind is powerful. My mind is powerful. It can make situations look dreary or bright, and it's not always as easy as a choice. I realize that sometimes it's not a choice for me. Sometimes I have hormonal things or other things that happen where I don't see things as brightly, and that's okay. I think learning to observe my thoughts and not engage has been so powerful. And while I fail most of the time when I'm trying to do that, consistently working on that has worked towards my betterment. And so I highly suggest doing that, trying to approach yourself with a gentle, kind voice when you can, as opposed to letting that critical narrative in your mind, that storyteller in your mind that makes everything ugly and dark. Like, instead of letting them have any power or acknowledgement, just tell them to sit in a corner and continue forward, because people are good and people do care about you regardless of what you look like. Maybe you're and that's the thing with the Brazilians, going back to that, it doesn't matter if people are good weight, overweight, underweight. It doesn't matter what people look like. We all have insecurities with things like that, and those insecurities hold us back, and we just gotta push forward, because the more we push past those insecurities, those things that hold us back, the more powerful we become. And that's the end of it. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first video here, please click that subscribe button so you can follow along with me on my weight loss journey. And if you would like, ding the bell so you'll be notified, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys so much. Thanks for spending a day with me while I like pampered the crap out of myself. Really, it's like 2 days. This was my reward. These things that I've done are like my self-reward for doing this for a year, and just really proud. I'm proud of myself. I'm excited, and things are good, and they're getting better. Love you. I'll see you next time.